Welcome, welcome, welcome to your VPR Thursday. It's your girl Kiana the Goddess with the one and only DJ FMI. What is up, partner? What is up?
What's going on, partner? I'm just making sure we get our streams up and going here. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Um, it's 28 degrees where I'm at. I'm not sure
Chili.
exactly how. Chilly
Chili.
Willy, yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
What's going on, VPR? Now that I can see you guys, I'm sorry. I was just making sure I got the Instagram and everything loaded up. It is a beautiful morning here. I am live with Kiana the Goddess.
Sure.
Okay. Kiana the Goddess, the one, the only. When you see the purple, you already know the time, and royalty above all. But shout out to all of the new viewers that have been tuning into the channel. We've been bringing you BTS content of the DigiWax vlog that's going to be uploaded today. You guys have been loving the reactions on the reaction channel. You guys have been sending in so much music, and I've been siphoning through it, and I can't wait to react to your song. So if you do that, the way you reach out to us is send it to our email, our vprradio@gmail.com.
VPR.radio.
VPR.radio. Thank you, partner. Also, make sure you're following us on all platforms. If you do want to be featured in our live reaction, you have to be following me, Kiana the Goddess, VPR Radio, and then we can consider you for the live reaction. Let me start off the day. Kiana, how are you feeling? How has everything been through this week so far?
Well, the week has been like
Save.
Yo, last night, bro, I almost lost my shit at my daughter's concert, right? Because
she had a concert?
Yeah, she had a concert. She's in chorus, so they were doing a live.
That's fire. That's fire.
It was so good. The kids are so good. So they had 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. And then what they did for the finale is they got the strings and the band together, and they all did a finale. And I love that because I was in chorus in school growing up too. They never combined everybody. So it was really a great thing. However,
VPR,
I had a perfect seat, right? I was one row away from the back, but I happened to pick where I was facing my daughter exactly because there's 200 kids, so I could have been lost. So I'm like, great, I got a great view. And there's
2025 kids. Okay, it's a different type of kid that is in 2025.
So first of all,
that's a lot.
Managing all these kids, getting them to sing at the same time and go down this way, it was phenomenal, right? It was orchestrated very, very well. And you got a parent, and I guess an aunt and a daughter, and another parent. And another parent over here just yapping.
Yeah.
So yap all you want while the kids aren't performing. So I'm shooting dirty looks this way, shooting dirty looks that way. Off stage, they're still yapping. I'm like, shh. Finally, as Luther gets back on stage before they do the finale, I was like, can we stop speaking through the performances because it's very, very rude. And I'm looking at these and I'm looking at these. And when I tell you my heart was pounding because y'all don't know the other version of Kiana. Y'all don't know.
Not the other version, yeah.
Kiki was getting tight. Okay. Like, if y'all don't shut the fuck up.
yo.
I'm not about to shut you the fuck up. You gonna shut up.
For you to get Kiana out of character, that's a feat within itself, VPR. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me go ahead.
I'm grateful because I literally had to just take deep breaths. They shut up. They looked at me and they shut it. And I took deep breaths because I was like, ooh, I got to woosah right now. I got to woosah and get back into the moment of enjoyment. But, you know, I can't believe we live in a world that is just so rude. This is something you would expect from the kids, right? I'm like your entire parent. And clearly you're here because your kids are performing too. Like, what is wrong with people?
Yo, I'm not gonna just chuck it up to New York energy because I'm not sure if you're in New York when you were there. So
nope,
all right, so tri-state area energy. That's what I'm gonna just say. All right, niggas are naturally rude now, but I'm glad they took it in stride and they ain't crash out. I was expecting to crash out.
The crash out was close by. I've been at hood schools and parents haven't acted like this. Like, what's going on? What's the energy here in the suburbs?
Speaking about the energy, we do have our guest here early, but we're getting ready to bring her to the stage in a few minutes. Now, in the internet culture and in the internet world that we live in now, it's I always find it quite interesting when I see artists from the 90s still rehashing the beef. I'm used to 50 Cent stream. I'm used to and a few other perpetrators, but this time you see different faces. Different faces have entered the beefing atmosphere or whatever it may be. Yeah. I always tell people when something's good, you just got to keep quiet. You don't got to be extra and spur people on. I say that now to bring up the Jim Jones and Dipset situation. VPR, I did want to bring it up here. I know I got a lot of you on the IG Live right now, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So I'm going to bring up this clip here. And we love the Diplomats. I grew up on them. Get them, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that. And everybody knew that if you were a real fan, Jim Jones was not from Harlem. I have my own stories with this, with a few artists that I worked with that, had experiences with Cameron. But let me bring up this clip here. Okay. And I just want y'all to watch it before we get ready to bring up our guest.
Glad you're enjoying your popcorn. We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. Could start football, or we could start there. Where do y'all want to start?
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna address a couple of things because we've been on vacation and a lot of niggas been talking since I was off vacation. We're gonna start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick ride now. That's where this old shit, I would have left it alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick ride.
Hilarious. Oop.
1 second here.
I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle.
You're dropping a little bit of history here.
Don't make it a habit. G-Rama extinguished two in your cabinet. Where I'm from is like a ghost town. We packing total clown. Fuck around. The bitch ass to get a blown crown.
VPR, it was all good a week ago. You get what I'm saying? It was all good a week ago.
Mace, Cameron, Cardan, DJ Clue.
Niggas don't understand, son. The bullets in their calf and they can't run. Niggas all on top of you, beat you down with handguns, flush back slugs, but you never get the land one.
Shout out to all the people joining the chat right now. I see you. What's good, my boy? We on Instagram Live. Shout out for that half Big Chew in the check-in. Last train to Paris. Holy moly, M5.
Children of the Corn, 12-minute freestyle.
Nigga like a blast mag, put niggas in trash bags, so dash bags will get your ass tagged. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be bucking queers.
Reacting live to this Cameron Dipset kerfuffle.
Hey yo, I'm iller than that shit that fuck up your immune system.
Google Bloodshed and Cameron, Children of the Corn, freestyle.
Shout out to the internet for archiving all of this. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
I'm glad it's the right when the video starts to get a little bit better quality.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Those freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard
Shout out to the chat. Throw up the comments. How y'all feel about this situation? Tell me how y'all feel about the dip set.
And this word to my dead mother. Yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even
you know when nigga on hots when he call you by your government name.
We going to Jomo house.
Jomo.
More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day,
top of the morning, Aaron Stacks on the check-in Instagram. We see you. Throw up some love in the chat. Follow VPR Radio. What's good?
And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpsons, I'm on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them you started? You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas was on your couch. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga.
It's hard to hear VPR. It's so hard to hear VPR.
Jomo's a nice guy.
But if you know, you know.
I teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally.
He's eating popcorn.
My son brought the popcorn. No butter.
Mace helped me actually learn how to rap. Mace taught me how to rap. Mace actually showed me. He was the first person to show me how to rap. Mace actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization.
We're going to make sure we do a little hip-hop history lesson before we bring up Lana Rock to the stage.
I put you down.
Our guest,
you had a
free finishing our clip, we're going to react and get ready.
That's how you got there originally.
That took our time today.
Period.
Before Chrissy starts beating up their girl.
Now, to the next point. This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50.
So,
shit happened.
VPR. I wanted y'all to see the clip. You know, if you want to continue seeing the full clip, it's on their podcast, and they're doing great things on that platform as well. I love what Cameron and Mega have created for themselves, and just that hearing that clip, I've always heard that he wasn't from Harlem, but you know what I'm saying, from some of my people that were around. I wasn't even looking at the comment section right here. Wow, it's adding up. I didn't even know. For the most part, that my grandma died. Not that I needed to know that, but it diminishes from your
come and hang out.
Your history a little bit. But I just want to see how the industry is going to treat him after this now, because he does have his like subsidiaries, Bird Gang, and different like breakoffs, and I know a lot of artists that work with them personally. So
yeah,
I just want to see, you know, with all of this, how the public opinion sways. You dig?
You know, I think the thing about the culture we're living in right now is that everything is so microwave, right? And people become immersed in the enjoyment of the entertainment of like a good
downfall, the
popcorn, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like even though
what's going on, Vince Carroll?
What's up, Vince? Even though effectively he might be shutting down his street cred isn't really where it's at in hip hop anymore. And we talk about that all the time, right? It's not the game that it used to be. And Tekashi taught us that, if nobody else.
Nah, Gunna taught us that, if nobody else, man. What the hell? While Lil Baby is still, you know, he just dropped the album, but people are saying, yo, this would have been better if it was Gunna. You know, they rather listen to Gunna.
Yeah.
So now I just want you to know, like, the things that the hip hop, no snitching, that was from, you know, project neighborhoods or, you know, different ghettos. Yeah. That doesn't translate to the charts. That don't translate to the industry no more. And y'all just need to see it. From, you know what I mean? And there's a plethora of artists that have faked the funk.
Right. And I think that because we are also in a new era of hip hop, which is okay, music, period, right? Everything is constantly changing and flowing. A lot of these kids don't even know who Jim Jones and like, let's keep it real. Unless you've been a Dipset baby, and we do see a lot of our artists have been inspired by 90s, 2000 hip hop. That becomes their era. A lot of the new kids, not so much, right? Like Blueface, Gunna, right? That's their pioneers.
I've heard an interesting thing yesterday. We're gonna have a VPR exclusive coming up to our channel. So everybody that's tuned in right now, we have an interview that's gonna be dropping with Weather Park and Shy. If you're not familiar with those names, that is Shy is an artist out of Staten Island. She is the daughter of Method Man, and Weather Park is the son of Old Dirty Bastard. That interview will be dropping as an exclusive on VPR Radio. But I said that just because when I was talking to Shy in the studio yesterday, interviewing her, she was just like, some of the rappers that she looked up to growing up, or artists, was Babs Bunny from Making the Band. And that took me back. I'm like, VPR, where were you when Making the Band dropped? No Diddy. Shout out to IMG Week. Shout out to Dolly Doe. What's going on? We live on VPR, Twitch, everywhere. But where were you?
Puerto Rico, homie? He's pulling up on us from San Juan. I love it.
Oh, that's love. That's hella love. What's good, Tech One? Yo, yeah. We got Lana Rock getting ready to hit the stage right now. We discovering our conversation. But yeah, when she told me Babs Bunny, and Weather Park said he hit me with somebody like Max B. It really, I'm like, wow, for them, she was like being in the 90s. Aaliyah really inspired her, the Bad Bunny. I was just like, that's cool that she caught on in the late years of the 90s into the early 2000s.
Who their parents were.
Boom. That is, when y'all see the interview, I can't wait. I'm not going to speak too much into it because I want you guys to be as shocked as I am. Yeah. I love how they stand on their own and they're making their own legacy. And they're focusing on that. And that's the beauty with those two artists.
Your parents musically, and if you listen to our artists all the time, especially if they've been musically inclined from the time they're young, they always go back to reference what their parents and their grandparents and stuff were listening to. That's the fact.
The shit that was corny when they were a kid, and then they grew up when they got older. I understand that.
That becomes a little bit of seasoning, right? Because everybody creates their own musical consciousness. But there is influence all around us, depending on where you grew up in New York City, right? Your influence in music might be different, right? The whole Nas versus Biggie.
I've been around a lot of Queens niggas lately, and I'm listening, damn, I've been hearing a lot of Queens get the money, Queens get the money. Shout out World-A-Rama. He was at the DigiWax conference that we had in the city at 50 Bowery. It was a beautiful experience. The vlog is going to be uploaded today. Some of the clips are already on the channel. Go check that out, along with our live reactions. Yes. But speaking about the city and like different sounds, I would like to introduce our guest and get ready to bring her up to the stage. Lana Ra, how are you feeling?
Get her up here.
What's going on, Tanya?
Hello. How y'all doing?
How you doing, Lana Ra?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. You know what I mean?
How's the new year going?
Man, you know how my schedule be.
That shit is going. We're not. What are we? 15 days in now. It is definitely.
I feel like we like 20 days in. This
I feel like the year didn't change. Did it? It didn't feel like
for real. Like
time
is just going and going and going.
Like it's December, right? Like
exactly. Like Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I still don't got a boo.
VPR, y'all see in the chat too. You shouldn't have said that because I had mad dudes waiting for your interview, and they've been waiting for a while. I'm being honest with you.
I'm being honest,
100%. So they've been waiting for your interview for this moment right now, and you shouldn't have said that.
Crazy.
So, all right, what's going on, guys? Be tuning in here. Yeah, right. I'm like, don't get one of the fake ones though, because a lot of Valentine's.
Yeah, we don't do the fake ones. We don't do the fake ones.
Yeah, it's too early in the morning for all that bullshit.
Right.
But Lana, how are you feeling? We are in a new year, and I want to introduce you to the live. We are streaming on a few different platforms right now, and they're not as versed in your craft as I am because we've been on tour together and I've seen you perform your craft a few times. So let me hear about your humble beginnings. Where are you from exactly?
Okay, so I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And just to give you a little background about my music experience, I first started a big project when I was 16 with DMC from Run DMC. I'm pretty sure many people know him as Daryl. But working with that project with him kind of opened me up to wanting to write more music. So originally I was just a writer where I was writing like poetry, books, things like that. And then I decided that I was really young with so much knowledge, so much to give and teach people. I should use that. And I felt like music was an outlet. It was an outlet for my peace, serenity, healing, and I just felt like that's something worth sharing and letting other people experience as well.
Okay,
And
honestly,
then
go ahead.
yeah,
I'm gonna
to move
finish.
to move a little bit more forward to where I'm at now, I've just been putting a little bit more of my personality into my music, my sound, and then just seeing how far I could take it with that. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
That's awesome. So you've been deep rooted in the culture for a long time. I want to ask you a question from a woman's perspective because this is a very male dominated industry. So how do you find having to move as an artist, as a writer, when it comes to kind of like getting your respect and demanding your respect? Because I'm sure as a young woman, you walk into a lot of rooms where it's just men, right?
Yes,
You got to
all the
stand
time.
down. So tell us about that experience. Tell us about what that means for you and even in your womanhood in this male dominated industry.
So I feel like that's one of the main things that people don't focus on a lot of the times. But I would say as a woman, it's hard because there's people that would come to you with these really great proposals like, hey, I could put you on this platform, I could do this for you. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a man. And then it always comes with the, oh, I want to work with you. But then it's like, oh, you're so pretty. You look really nice. So now it's like, which one do you really want to do? Do you really want to work with me or do you want to get on my pants? Like it's always the in between. So that's one of the main issues that I do run into a lot nowadays. So that just comes with me having to kind of do everything by myself, like everything coming out of my pocket, studio time, hair time. Like, I necessarily wouldn't look towards having a manager just for those reasons. I just feel like there's too many people out there trying to take advantage of women because we're emotional or because we're supposed to be more emotion based. But I just feel like the way that I have to deal with it is just letting it be straightforward and known. Like, if you want to work together, you want to work on a song together, send me beats. Like you have beats, you have a song, a track already, a reference track, something like, let me know. You want to do a radio interview? What day? What time? Where? Is it virtual? Is it at a place? Like, who's gonna be there? So
Right.
these are like
Dinner, right? For
it just comes down to the
Hitting
point
on
of
business, man. I'm loving this that people are hearing it. I have a lot of artists tuning in right now, so they're hearing you for the first time. So go ahead.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? I really just feel like it's all about getting straight down to the point and asking the questions that need to be asked to get the answers you need. Because sometimes people will sway things to make it seem like, to get the answers that they want, you have to do the same thing as well. And I feel like that's just a woman's standpoint of view. Not even just women. I feel like it's the same thing with men too, because men get taken advantage of in the industry as well. But women specifically were targeted because a lot of the times we're used as sex symbols or things like that. So I just feel like it's important to put your foot down and just get straight to the point.
that's it right there, my girl. Yes.
Yes.
2025, and we in Kiana discussed this a lot. We understand it's very misogynistic in the music industry. So with our platform and the conversation that we have here, and you can see with the media within itself kicking all these weirdos out that was doing all the weird shit and all the bad business that's built up and how it's so commonplace now. I hate that in this industry where to be womanized, you know what I'm saying, to have to go through certain thing like that is so commonplace here. And it's just looked at as, oh, it's just another day in the park.
And it's funny because it's like that's how we have to take it. Like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. Like this happens all the time.
And
We're
work through
good.
it. Like I gotta work through it and still try to that's weird.
And then still have to
Yeah.
go through the loopholes. And then at the end of the day, I'm still doing it all by myself. So what's
Right.
the point of management? What's the point of A&R? What's the point of all of that when I'm the one still putting all the work in?
Right.
That's a fact. Yeah, and it takes time to find the right PR and the right team around that actually has like the accolades to match and believe in your work. Like 9 times out of 10, I meet managers that manage 3 to 4 artists, when in actuality they're really just managing one, and the other ones are just getting the assets that the other one brings in, if that. You get what I'm saying? And you really can't focus your full attention on it. And that happens 9 times out of 10 in my experiences. Kiana, I'm gonna let you.
No, I think it's really smart that she said that because, partner, how many artists have approached either one of us, both of us, to manage them? And it's like,
every week.
I think the whole idea of like having a team becomes like the plethora of, you being great, right? But if your team is shit and you are shit, you haven't
you don't really have anything.
And you have to know your product as well. You
have a team that's just as worthless as what you're doing.
Worthless.
Right? So I love that you are putting that work in because eventually you will need a team, my love. You absolutely will.
Yeah.
And trust me, the thing is, I definitely do have a team where we're working on all different angles. Like half of my team right now is in ATL turning up, while the other half is down here in New York holding it down for when they get back.
Right.
So trust me, I have my foot in so many different things. Like music is definitely something that I love and I'm super passionate about. But I definitely do have other things that are tying into the music, and that's just going to be branching off of it, and it's going to grow so beautifully. Because right now I'm also working on working out content, like fitness content.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been pushing that as well. I've been going very consistently, like 3 or 4 times a week. So that's gonna like take off by itself.
Yep.
And then we're also gonna be having merchandise for that along with the music.
Yep.
So it's gonna be so much tied all into one. A lot of different projects coming up with major artists and things like that. So yeah, just y'all stay tuned. You already know a few of the artists. So
and Kiana, you know her as well. We've worked together for a few years. So when I seen you around that, I knew what it was. That made me even fuck with you even more. Because that's my people. That's family to me. So I'm like, oh nah, that's
exactly.
That's when I seen you. I'm like, oh nah, it's a different embrace. You around people I was on tour with for years, like silent parties. So I always find that amazing.
Yeah, we're working 2025. I promise you that.
Oh, we definitely see it. I had to have you on the platform. I wanted people to at least get a feel for your sound. Now, we've been speaking a lot about your music, and I have been looking for videos of you, and I can't wait to see those shots. I'm not gonna lie, VPR. I ain't gonna stop there and thinking lie, but I do have a record that you sent me, and I do want to react to it live here on air with Kiana, and we can really get a feel for your music. And let me pull it up in the email. I want people to see your business.
My business now.
Yeah, your business. I can't to the world. Let them know where they can find you as well.
Mind your business.
Let's get this music up. You tune in to VPR Radio live here, 11 a.m. Man, like, subscribe, share. We got Lana Ra here. This record is called Heartbreaker.
Pro Heartbreaker.
Pro Heartbreaker.
Pro heartbreaker, let me teach you something, babe. You the match you make it, give it to you all day. Pro heartbreaker, please don't feel away. I'm not giving out a ticket, just believe what I say. Pro heartbreaker, let me teach you something, babe. You the match you make it, give it to you all day. Pro heartbreaker, please don't feel away. I'm not giving out a ticket, just believe what I say. We can start a party, fit for 2. Let me get to know you. What's your favorite color? Mine is blue. I could change your life, let me show you what I do. Like, come and scoop me up, make me a little boo. Yeah, she a heartbreaker, asking like, is it true? Cooking niggas up like they sue. You know how I'm coming through, yeah, you know how I'm coming through. Why I gotta fuck you up to make you fuck like that? Blow your mind like, why you call my bluff like that? I'm so mad like, why I let you cuff like that? Cause you ain't ready for that life like facts. I be tripping sometimes, nonchalant, but opposites attract. You been moving too fast, ain't no time to react. Guess it's my cue, it's about time to retreat.
Dropping.
Hold on, VPR. Hold on. I can't be throwing up flames in the chat like that, throwing up all that love, not following her in the chat. I see y'all throwing up. You got Wasted Spade on the live. Shot by Frenchie throwing up flames and shit. So, all right, VPR. Let's discuss it. This gonna be clipped up too. This got to go on Instagram and all that. Kiana, if you don't mind, let me just kick this off real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Why you gotta fuck him up like that to make him fuck like that? VPR, let's discuss it. I listen to bars. She came off as so, nice to meet you with my business. Nigga, why I gotta beat that ass?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta understand. Sometimes these men nowadays want to be treated like little princesses, right? So what you have to do is put them in their place first to make them treat you right and get them to do the things you want them to do. And lately, that's what I've been having to run into. So I've been putting it in my songs. Feel me? So why I gotta fuck you up to make you fuck like that? Like, why? Tell me why. Like, feel me?
Yeah. All right. You gonna let that slide. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. We gotta question it. You get it.
Like princess.
Wasted Space said it sounds like you are yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
I
Okay.
am.
So now I understand you gave us a little bit of a look into your love life and into your perspective. You know what I mean? All right.
Not
Guys,
too much. Mind your
she is
business.
free for Valentine's Day.
Mind your
You have to be
business.
respectful. So let me ask you a question. When you're getting ready to create these songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
What place is it coming from? What motivates you to go and actually go and lay down a record? What emotion?
A lot of the times, like really, I'm not a sit around kind of person and do nothing. And like I said, writing is like an outlet for me. So I'm always in my head. When I feel like it's too jumbled up there or too crowded, the first thing I do is I just pick up my phone, go to my notes, and start writing stuff. Sometimes I'll just go to the recording, the audio voice notes or whatever, and just start recording myself because I just start spitting shit. I'm not really a freestyler. I don't freestyle at all, actually. But there's times where I'll pick that up and I'll say like a good 2 or 3 bars that I end up finding myself using in one of my songs. So you feel me? That's definitely like one of the most fire things I find about my one of my writing techniques. And then it'll be other times where I'm just like thinking about something or I have a flashback about something and I'm like, nah, I gotta put that in a song. And then I just start creating.
So I love that. So I want to expound on that a little bit. So you use like your voice notes or whatever. Obviously, this is a cappella. So now what's your process of then finding the right production to go with what you started? Do you go into the studio and finish it with a producer, or do you find a beat and then jump on that and finish the song? Like, what's that process like for you?
So that process for me is kind of complicated. What I do is I find a beat, and it's kind of like a reference track because a lot of the times what I try to avoid is going through the YouTube beats and getting the exclusive rights and things like that. So I would go through my producer. I would find a reference beat, something what I want it to sound like, and maybe write something that matches that tempo. And then I would go to the studio and have him create something that matches that and then just jump straight into it like that and then switch my lyrics around to so that it matches the beat. But I will say that this song that you guys are playing now is a YouTube sample beat.
And what I was going to say, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because a lot of artists do use YouTube and they also use like different websites where you can lease beats. Let me tell you something. When you're leasing beats and they tell you it's exclusive, I cannot tell you how many times I've run into the same artist on the track that they've leased exclusively. They make two completely different songs, which is why I love how music can carry over and be heard so differently. And both songs can be fire, but they're the same exact track. So
same exact track.
I love that. Using things as a reference and then going and having your own production is so key.
Because I also feel like a lot of the times, and not even myself, I think even other people who are beginning to find their sound, when you're writing to these sample beats, you're almost using the same melody as the sample. So it's like it's not your song, it's not your flow. It's not, and then now when it comes to delivering that, it's not going to sound like you. So, that's why it's also important for me to feel like I have to kind of switch it a little bit to make it sound a little bit more like me or just something that's different, something that's going to take them away from the actual sample that I used.
I love that.
So now that we're talking about you being in the studio, I have a question that I like to ask artists in there up here. And it's 2025, so why not? Tell me 3 things you need in the studio with you to record. You can't go without.
I need water for sure because I don't know why, but I don't like the tone of my voice sometimes. But the water definitely helps me control that. And my throat be getting a little dry because I be smoking like a bitch. But I do need some weed in there because yeah, you feel me? Your girl got to loosen up a little bit. Do need my little spliff, and I need my phone. Got my notes, my lyrics, my rhyme zone, everything.
Crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You
See, you up here making it look easy, like you too cool and like your interview ready, and that's great. You have some media training. At least
I'm for real. I'm serious though. Like, but if we're talking like non-materialistic things, a lot of the times before I do go to the studio, like I do need to like take deep breaths, remind my hit myself with those positive affirmations, because a lot of the times it's not easy. You might be able to do that shit in the room all cool and shit, but when you go into the studio, it don't sound the same. It's not coming out the same. You know, you get a little shy or scared to really put your foot forward. So that comes my hardest part in the studio sometimes, where I tell myself I can't do it. Or nah, it don't sound good. I don't want to do it, you know? And then I gotta tell myself like it's only coming out like that because I'm telling myself I can't. It's only coming out like that because I keep saying, nah, I don't want to do it. But if I sit there and I push and I try, like, especially when it comes to singing, because some of the tracks I'm pushing out require me to sing. So that's been my main frustration. If my producer was on here at Yanostra, oh my God, he'll tell you, like, my
Make sure you
biggest
shout him out.
issue.
Make sure you shout him out on this
Yes,
interview.
at
So, you know.
Yanostra, that ass, the best producer, hands down. Y'all better tap in. But he'll tell you every single time, like, I have a problem when it comes to singing, and a lot of the times it's just pushing air out.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it just doesn't flow that naturally with me, and my tone, or like, I don't know, the levels of my voice, it just don't work. It doesn't, no. It doesn't give sometimes. But
I'm glad you could be at least aware, and your team's around you where they're helping you through the process. They're not like, all right, go smoke another L and that's gonna make it better. No,
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying.
actually gonna
But
make
a
it
lot
work.
of the times they're like, no, don't even pick that L up because you need your voice.
You need your
They'll
voice.
tell me don't smoke. Like
don't put
I was
grabba
in the
in it.
studio yesterday. This song that y'all just played, I just did that yesterday. I was in the studio and I said roll up, and he was like, no, you gotta finish this song first. I said, fuck, bro. Like,
I love that. But he has to keep keep you focused, right? And that's the type of person that you want around you.
And that's something I respect, because at least I know that I'm getting my money's worth at the end of the day.
That's a fact.
And you feel me? And that you're respecting that my time and my money when I come to you. Not only are you giving me good quality, but you're also professional.
That's so important. And again, I just want to say I love that you drop that transparency, because a lot of people do focus on the material things in the studio, but you're right? Going into anything, public speaking, you know what I'm saying? Like appearances, getting on stage, there's always that little bit of something, right? And if you can't talk yourself down, you can't do your breaths. I think that's such an important part of calming yourself down. I know I had to do it last night. And getting yourself centered so that you can really flow, I think is essential. And shout out to your producer, because he could be like, yeah, let's roll up and just, charge you another hour of studio time.
Exactly. Let me get that block time. Let me get that block time quick.
Facts.
Exactly.
Right. I know the last performance, I think you were at the Gems Lounge in Brooklyn, correct?
Yes,
that
is
was 2024. What do you have planned for 2025? I know you have access to all of these stages, and the people in the live want to know where they could find you this year and hear your music.
January 24th, I will be performing at the Bands and Friends concert part 2. The flyers are posted on IG. I will have it posted on my actual page.
Bands and Friends. Oh, that's the get. Oh yeah. Crispy Bands and Friends. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Pop out the 24 to Crispy Bands and Friends.
Tap in, y'all.
We outside with that. Yeah.
We are also still looking for more artists to compete. I myself will be competing. So yeah, tap in. Feel me? But I'm coming for that $500. Y'all know what's up.
Okay,
and that's a video shoot right there.
I do want to put it out there because I was a judge last time, and I do want to say that the way that we did the judging was so fair. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we went through a very strategic. It was so real that when I went to connect with the other judges, we almost had the same answers. So it was almost like it was the most fairest judging that I've seen. So that's why I'm like so ready that this is one of those things that I actually want to compete in. Because one thing I will say is a lot of the other times that I did ever compete, I just felt like, the judging wasn't fair. I felt like it was very biased, or like, people was just picking and choosing because they knew certain people,
Got a lot.
So you feel me? Now it's just like, I'm actually be competing, and I feel like it's going to be fair competition. So I want to put my best foot forward.
Hold on. Why, yo, I don't understand why VPR can't just come there and be a little guest judge. Me and Kiana the Goddess.
I mean, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. We can get that situated.
I would love that. It would be our first, co-hosting.
Yes, we can definitely tap in and talk about that for sure.
That's amazing. See, it's not only that, one, you're an artist yourself and you're a businesswoman. You understand the aspect of the industry enough to, when you're doing these shows, giving a fair opportunity to these artists and rewarding them with money as well, because we all know it takes a budget to be in this industry every
And
step.
I will say it as a female independent artist. I pay for my own studio time. I pay for my own hair, my own nails. I gotta pay for my own performance time sometimes. Gotta pay for my way there, my way home. Like, and then I gotta, let alone buy my own drinks at the spot. Buy my own weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
adds up.
all of this stuff costs money.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Then
Yes.
I gotta pay for my own promo. I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for my pictures to get edited. I gotta pay for a photographer. Like, no dude is helping me pay for this. Hello. Like, you know what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing.
Being
So
a female independent artist is so hard, especially when you're not asking for favors or you're not waiting for favors to be handed out to you. You know?
I agree.
what's going on, Powers
Shout out to everybody in the
Protection? What's
chat.
going on, E?
Big
Yeah,
love.
everybody pulling up here to love you. You've been getting constant streams from
Period.
there.
Yeah, they love
Instagram. They've
me.
been, what's going on, Looney Love, the real No Limit. What's going on, Gallo the Great, Alex? Damn, yeah, this is going crazy right now. I wish you could see it all
Period.
from Instagram VPR.
Yeah, I
So-
wish I could see it. I love y'all. I love
can
all
share,
y'all.
yeah, I can share some of it here, so of course you can see it. But now that you have you up here, you seem very well versed. All right, we know what you have coming up and going forward. Now on VPR, before we wrap up our interviews, we like to ask the guests, can you leave with some kind words of wisdom for the viewers, for upcoming artists and entrepreneurs? Leave some wise words.
I can. I will start by saying that your time is not everybody else's time. Like, you see a homegirl going up right now, that's perfect for her, but that doesn't mean it's your time. You feel me? Your time is coming, and when that time comes, you embrace that shit. But if it's not, you wait and you keep pushing until it is. And I've learned that the hard way, because I didn't gotten to where I wanted to be a couple of times, and it has gotten taken from me countless amount of times because I wasn't where I was supposed to be up here. And now that I am, I'm willing to do what I got to do to obtain that again. And it's because I know it's my time now. But it's just all about waiting and, being smart, making smart decisions, smart choices, and no one want to take that step, want to take that risk. As far as being an artist and doing this music shit, you got to keep going. You got to stay consistent. You got to keep pushing, and whatever it is, don't ever stop writing. Do what makes you happy and follow the sound that you like. Like, yes, you want to put a brand out there and make the music that people want to enjoy and people want to listen to, but don't lose yourself in that process. Be you, stay true to yourself. And that's really all I have to say.
Well, girl, you said a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, you got
Shit.
some real wisdom right there. So,
Shit.
mic drop if you get it. Bam, right?
Wow, for me?
Yeah, real.
And we got some people that tuned in a little bit late to the live. I forgot I could have shared it up here, but instant because you was getting comments the whole way down, bro. Like
Damn,
everybody was joining, as you can see.
Those.
And that's just my Instagram. That's not even VPR. So Looney Love says she seems cool. What does she do? Sing, rap? And she heard about the show from BPZ. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Money Love?
Let me look. That is Money Love.
Sir.
Thank you for tuning in.
Legendary music artist right there. What are we talking about? Moni Love, pioneer in hip hop. Yes, sir.
Period.
Yes,
You know what I
period.
mean? You tune in here to VPR Radio with Lana Ra,
Hi,
Lana the Goddess,
Have you
on a
VPR,
Thursday.
Moni?
It was such a pleasure being here. I was so excited. I definitely enjoyed this. It was good conversations. And
Thank
y'all
you.
are amazing. I love y'all so much. Thank
So
you.
are you.
We would
I'm
love to have you back on, honestly. Like, you stole the show. People loved you. And almost like I now am more invested in your career and in your music because I want to see where you take this, man. And if any way I can help,
Of
and can
course.
help, we would love to.
Yeah.
I genuinely appreciate that.
It's all love.
All right. I see y'all.
Bye, sweetie.
Appreciate you, Lana. Have a blessed day.
Follow her.
All right.
Lana Ra on VPR Radio. You can see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I love her energy, bro.
Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, like, and it's crazy because you know why I like having the artists that we have now. Half the time I'm meeting them in a hectic situation where I'm like speaking to like 60 artists and I can't give them the attention I want to. And I really do want to give each and every one of you attention. Like, not to sound crazy,
Yeah.
but it's just like I want to personalize the experience because I'm tired of people making it not personal in the hip hop industry.
Agreed.
That pisses me off. So I always try to lock in when I shake your hand, I'm looking you in your eye. I want you to understand that, hey, I don't know the path you traveled to get here to me.
Mm-hmm.
But we are here now. And what I can do, if you love music the way I love music, we can coexist. That's how I treat everybody.
Well, music is the global unifier, right? So that's what I really find so much pleasure in. And when it comes to any genre of music, right? It's the carryover. It's the thing that can create peace from chaos. So,
100%.
Someone here like Lana, I love her focus and her dedication to her craft.
Yeah.
Expanding into her content to bring it over back into her music. She's got a great business mindset. So, we often have people on VPR first as the exclusive, and the next thing you know, you see them on all the major stages and major hip hop shows and stuff. So just remember, you saw her here first.
Hey, and don't worry, man. Don't worry. We are bringing back up the Cassidy and Olivia stream. That will be restreaming today. You will see it on the live. All the Spotify content I am now bringing over to our stream. So you will be seeing our first episode from season 1. And guys, we are in season 7 here, Kiana.
8, 10,
8,
15.
Yeah. It's been a lot of years.
We're seasoned. We're pulling up on our 7th year. So
oh my gosh,
bro, we're doing it.
Kiana, when you see that VPR Shy drop, that Weather Park drop, man, and that interview and the way it's gonna change the world. We got some big interviews coming. I know if you guys tuned in late to the stream, I interviewed Old Dirty Bastard's son, Weather Park, and he's an amazing artist himself, and the artist from Staten Island, Shy. This is Method Man's daughter. She has been shaking the industry, and we have a VPR Hit the Beat exclusive on the way to the channel. So if you like what you see here, like and subscribe to our YouTube. We have
not that hard.
Even doper content. It's free.
You wanna.
It's free. It's free.
Y'all are following DJ FMI, right? At YNBS_DJ FMI.
Weather the Storm, the merch right here from the brand. Hold on, let me bring up the brand before we get up out of here. How long? Bo, you see Weather the Storm? You see the banner?
Bro, what's up?
You know what I mean? Oh, I'll bring on the purple one next week.
Can a girl get a little jacket?
Yes. And we're already based in Jersey, of course. So we will get you one. I'm going to send you the color schemes. Okay. We're doing sweatsuits as well. So Weather the Storm, thank you for collaborating, of course, with VPR. We have had you at our events. He's on all the major basketball stars. He's on ESPN with Weather the Storm. So he's on VPR as well. Go check him out.
We love you guys. We cannot wait to see you here. Next week, we're going to continue to bring you dope content, positivity, and we just want you to always leave us in a little bit of a better space than you were before you got here. So sending big love, partner. You're the best. I appreciate you always. And
much love, VPR. Much love to y'all.
Shabba.
That's a fact. I would scream if I wasn't tired.